Welcome to The Know. I'm Ashley Jenkins.
I'm Mica Burton.
I'm back!
Yay!
Yay!
Wait.
Now that we've learned how to clap. I'm mostly over my bronchitis.
Yay!
So the latest Spider-Man reboot doesn't hit theaters until next weekend, but we are already starting to see reviews come in as critics weigh in on the newest incarnation of everyone's favorite web-slinger and determine, is this trilogy gonna suck as much as the last one that they didn't bother finishing?
Oh my goodness. If you haven't seen Captain America Civil War or one of the trailers, that gives away way too much of the movie. Spider-Man Homecoming is a new take on the franchise, the third time Sony has done so in 15 years.
Just can't stop those reboots. So this time, Tom Holland is donning the Spidey tights along with an assist from Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man because Sony and Marvel have agreed to play nice when it comes to everyone's favorite web slinger. For now, at least.
Of course, we already got to see Tom Holland as Spidey in a well-received cameo in last year's Captain America Civil War. You remember when he went toe-to-toe with Captain America and the other Avengers? Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
He did a good job.
He did a great job. He was adorable and it got everyone super hyped to see a fresh take on Spider-Man.
And now that reviews are coming in, it's worth asking the question and answering, is Spider-Man Homecoming any good?
Well, let's take a look at Rotten Tomatoes first, where the movie has a very impressive 97% fresh rating.
That's a lot. That's like, so that's Wonder Woman just got that.
Yeah.
So they're pretty good.
Pretty solid, but over on Metacritic, it's got a less stellar 71, which is still good, but definitely a lot lower.
And a lot of that has to do as well with the different algorithms that you have. So
Yeah.
the 97% fresh rating means that 97% of the reviews scored it like at least a certain threshold to make it fresh, while Metacritic is more of just an overall review aggregate. And since a lot of movies are doing like out of 4 stars or out of 5 stars, it changes the granularity a little bit. But enough about the breakdown. Critics who liked the movie pointed to a strong performance by Holland and said the movie did a great job of getting Spider-Man back to his roots as an awkward high school teen who is just as worried about asking the prettiest girl in school out as he is about stopping bad guys. While Spider-Man is ready to be an Avenger, he's got to figure out how to be a high school student first.
That's way harder. High school sucks.
High school sucks.
Peter Travers of Rolling Stone gave the movie 3 out of 4 stars, calling Holland the best Spider-Man yet. He also said that Homecoming was the best movie in the franchise since Spider-Man 2. That's high praise!
Wow,
Yeah.
well, all right.
Homecoming, he said, is the most fun when it's flying by the seat of its pants.
Which, as Spider-Man, probably does a lot.
Does often. There's a spontaneous charge to the film, a euphoric innocence that makes it a much-needed antidote to the stale franchise formula.
And more than one reviewer said the movie is quite a departure from the traditional superhero formula. Travers and others said that Homecoming is just as much of a high school comedy in the style of Breakfast Club or Ferris Bueller's Day Off as it is a superhero movie.
Well, now I'm getting hyped for this. IGN gave it an 8.7 out of 10, saying that while the movie still has a bunch of cool stunts and action sequences, it's ultimately more of a coming-of-age comedy than an action film. IGN described the movie as a street-level Marvel story with no big plot about saving the world, similar to Ant-Man or the Netflix Marvel shows. And IGN's reviewer said that it was a welcome relief from seeing a superhero try to stop yet another giant energy portal in the sky or some such well-worn gimmick.
Yeah, IGN wrote, Peter making it to his academic decathlon matches is as important to this story as his sleuthing into the Vulture's activities. This speaks to Peter, like his movie, trying to strike the right balance between his dual responsibilities as a student and a superhero.
It's giving me some Persona 5 vibes. You gotta be a regular person, but also a magical boy.
Sometimes you gotta go to the metaverse.
Yeah! And while reviews were ultimately positive, not everyone liked Homecoming or the newest Spider-Man. Variety called Homecoming basically the YA version of Spider-Man and said that Holland has a likable presence, but he's dutiful and imploring rather than captivating. Its reviewer said, this Peter is such a normal, awkward dude that he's a touch innocuous. The closest the Marvel universe has come to giving us a superhero who wouldn't look out of place on the Disney Channel.
Okay,
But
it's
it's
obviously
Peter Parker.
phrased as a criticism. You know what, we'll wait until the end to discuss this. Okay, The Hollywood Reporter said that the film feels like it's designed by committee, noting that it's had 6 screenwriters and seems more concerned with making another blockbuster than a good movie. It noted that Spider-Man has way more technological gizmos this time around, and he spends just as much time arguing with his suit's AI as he does fighting crime.
Well, with an uncle like Tony Stark, what else are you supposed to do?
Right? I mean, look how much Tony always argued with Jarvis.
Right? Its reviewer wrote, if Homecoming is any clue, one can assume that any Marvel Studios exec getting access to the X-Men would immediately start wondering if Wolverine would be fiercer with a little Hulk blood in him, or if Professor X might enjoy getting out of that wheelchair with the help of one of Tony Stark's surplus exoskeletons.
But overall, most critics enjoyed the youthful, sometimes fumbling Spider-Man who experiments with his new powers.
The New York Daily News said, no, this web-slinging crime fighter isn't quite of world-saving, world-weary Avenger caliber yet, but that's okay. In fact, it's better, because he's something we've really been missing for a long time.
And the Associated Press called it really fun. Its review said the movie is lighthearted, smart, a little meta, and the first Marvel film to really consider what it might be like for kids living in a world where superheroes are real. So, okay, I want to talk about the criticism just a little bit about it being more like the YA version. Doesn't that just make it that arm of Marvel? So far we've got like the funky irreverent space operas. We've got the heist movies, which is Ant-Man. We've got the kind of serious political responsibility as a patriot sort of movies that you get with Captain America. So far, each of the different lines of Avengers movies has its own thing,
right?
Its own feel to set it apart a little bit. That just sounds to me like this is what Spider-Man is for this. But that's just me. To be fair, I want the movie to be good. I want to like it a bunch. I like hearing all the good stuff about it. I mean, for God's sake, Greg Miller said it's his favorite superhero movie ever.
Oh my God, he's a curmudgeon.
Right. Well, and that dude loves Batman v Superman. So this is good.
Boy.
This is a good thing for all of us.
This is a good thing. And if there's gonna be one superhero where you turn up the saturation and make it all colorful and Disney Channel-esque,
and cute and cheerful
it's
and
Peter
irreverent
Parker.
and adorably fumbling.
Right, like Peter Parker's supposed to be fumbly.
Honestly, what sold me on it is not even the trailers. What sold me on this is his appearance in Civil War.
Yeah,
I just
he
think
did a great job.
Tom Holland seems like he nails the Peter Parker for me, but again, I haven't seen the full film. So we'll see what that is like when it actually hits. What do you guys think of the reviews for Spider-Man Homecoming? Are you planning on checking it out? Let us know in the comments.
And for all of your Spider-Man news, including when the PS4 game finally comes out, because we're looking forward to that, be sure to like this video, and if you're new around here, subscribe to the know.
Oh, that's nice. I've never... Good job, everybody. Good job.
We learned how to clap.
We've all learned how to clap today.
Well, efficiently. It's all about min-maxing. Minimum effort, maximum noise.
Min-maxing.
Yeah.